understand why you're being so passive. This is Spinelli we're talking about, your friend, remember? The one who wants to be just like you when he grows up?
I don't know what you think I can do.
Talk to him, he will listen to you.
No, Spinelli listens to me. This guy doesn't.
You can't just try once and then let it go. You're his hero. Even if Spinelli does think he's a character out of some book, I think you can get through to him.
I think the Spinelli we know is out of reach.
Stop being such a defeatist. Spinelli needs you. He should be in the hospital right now, not wandering around looking for some crimes to solve. I don't even want to wrap my head around the trouble he could be getting himself
You're
into.
right. I don't know how much of Spinelli's thought process transferred over to this, whoever this new guy is. But I hope he stays away from Sonny.
It's all my fault. If I just kept my mouth shut like a normal hostage, Lisa would not have shot at me, Spinelli wouldn't have taken the bullet, and everything would be fine.
Okay, Lisa Niles was crazy. She didn't need a reason to shoot.
No, this was a disaster of my making.
Could have been a lot worse.
Hell.
Well, if Spinelli hadn't been there to take the bullet for you. I mean, Spinelli got his wish. He's a hero. He saved the woman he loves.
Wow. I think I get it.
Get what?
Why Sam is in love with you? You might just be deeper than I thought.
Am I supposed to know what you're talking about?
It's a disguise. You come off all cold and unfeeling, like you're the most unromantic person on the face of the planet, and really, deep down, you're just warm and squishy. Out of nowhere, you come up with this perfect insight, one you could only learn by paying attention to someone you love. Jason, you have a soul.
Thank you.
We need to work on seeing the side of you more often. I think you need to free your beautiful soul to be all it can be. You should start by doing something you should have done a long time ago. Ask Sam to marry you.
Good idea. I'm going to keep Spinelli distracted with some cases that he won't get into any trouble.
Oh, it is rude to ignore a topic that is clearly on the table.
What topic?
You know what I'm talking about. The M word. Marriage. It's time that you make an honest woman out of Sam.
Well, I thought you didn't believe in marriage. I thought that's what that whole non-wedding with Spinelli was about.
Ugh, I don't. Not for me, anyway. But, I mean, I'm selfish and spoiled. I care way more about how I look than if I'm being nice to a person. I lie, manipulate, I'm as shallow as a puddle of mud. Feel free to stop me at any point.
No, you're doing great.
Okay, my point is that some women, not suited for marriage. Others, it just looks that way. Like Sam. Yes, she's independent and career-oriented. That doesn't mean she doesn't want to get married. That's where your problems come in.
Sam and I don't have any problems.
And that's where you come in, completely clueless. Sam wants to get married.
She does?
Yeah, she's just too scared or whatever to tell you.
Did she tell you this?
No, it's just simple logic.
Thank God. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, you need to get over here quickly because you need to educate Spinelli that basically he has two choices. You need to make him understand that. He either finds my money, or I'll just have Maximilo take him to the Pine Barrens and plant him.
Hey, I'm sorry about this.
This moron pulled a gun on me.
What are you doing?
He's the Jackal PI now.
Thanks for retrieving my piece. I'll take it back.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, you know what this idiot did? He put $20 million of my money into cyberspace where it's supposed to be safe, and now he can't find it. Do you know why he can't find it? Because now he's a character from a book.
He had a bad reaction when he got shot.
He had a bad
and
reaction,
can't figure out
great.
what's going
well,
on.
I just want my money back. Do you read me?
I wish I could help you, Sunster.
Don't call me that. Can you just get him out of here? Because I can't deal with this.
Let's go.
Go.
Let's go.
$20 million.
Now. No.
Easy on the threads, Morgan. Jackal PI doesn't appreciate being muscled around.
What are you doing out of the hospital?
Jackal PI left the hospital.
Why? You were just shot. You should be recovering. You just had surgery.
Look, McCall, I appreciate the concern, but the hospital is no place for a man of action. You have to hit the streets, get back in the game. Take the old bull by the horns, back in the horns, back in the saddle. You get the picture.
Not really. No.
He went to see Sonny.
Yeah, it seems my particular brand of charm was lost on the Sunster. May have made a deadly enemy, but so be it. Comes with the territory.
Enemy? What does that mean?
Sonny figured out that Spinelli lost or misplaced $20 million of our money.
Ouch. I don't think he's too happy about that.
No, he's not happy at all, which is why you need to stay away from Sonny.
No problem. You're much like the guy anyway.
And in the meantime, why don't you sit in front of a computer and figure out something else?
I'm sorry, Morgan. That would be a waste of Jack PI's valuable time. See, the evening call is full of potential and mystery, and I must answer. Gun?
No gun.
Fine. I'll navigate by instinct. Catch you on the rebound. Later, McCall.
Later.
Catch you on the rebound. What does that even mean?
It means that this is way worse than I thought. This is such a weird twist of events. I mean, who else but Spinelli would wake up from surgery a whole different but equally strange person? We have to help him.
If he doesn't find Sonny's money, he's gonna need a lot more help than you can give.
Okay, well, how do we fix this? I mean, we can't force him to remember how to use the computer. I can try, though. I can try and break into his
it's gonna be
passwords
too
and-
tough. I mean, he's probably put up firewalls and transferred from W Corporation, who knows what else, and that's what makes him so valuable to us.
All right, logically, the best thing to do would to have him see a shrink, but maybe Maxie is right because Spinelli normally is so off the wall, he would probably be committed right away. So I don't know what this would mean.
Do you think Maxie makes good points?
What?
I mean, do you think she's perceptive when it comes to you?
I don't know what that means.
If Maxie said she knew about something that you wanted but you were afraid to ask, would she be right?
Sure, what you're getting at here.
Maxie told me that you loved me,
Ooh, newsflash.
which I already know. And I just hope you know that I love you too.
Yeah, I sort of got that impression.
Good, well, because that's what's most important.
Okay.
But like I said, according to Maxie, there's something that you want, but you don't want to ask because, well, that's the part I'm really not clear on, because you might think that I don't want it, because the truth is I really haven't thought about it. I mean, this time I haven't. I did before. We talked about it, we were together, and then we broke up and we got back together, and we really didn't talk about it, and I didn't know if you were still interested, and maybe you are, but maybe you're just waiting for me to bring it to you, because that's usually how it happens.
Are you talking about having a baby?
Totally separate issue.
You're talking about marriage.
Have you got your subpoena for Jocelyn's custody hearing?
No.
Well, Jax is calling everyone I know. Sonny, Brenda, Michael, and Morgan.
Morgan got subpoenaed?
Yes, I don't know. Jax has lost all perspective, so if he's stooping that low, you know he's gonna call you too.
It's okay if he does, I'll handle it.
You have to be prepared. Jax will use Jake against you.
Does Morgan know he got subpoenaed?
I told him last night. He's really upset. He loves Jax. He feels like Jax is betraying him.
Can you just make sure he knows that all he has to do is be honest? That's it?
It's exactly how Jax does business. He wants full custody of Jocelyn. He's gonna do whatever it takes to get it, including putting my kids on the witness stand.
Well, you don't have to worry about Michael. He can handle it.
Morgan can't. You know, if I lose Jocelyn, Morgan will blame himself.
If Jack subpoenas me, I'm going to tell the court that you're a great mom.
It's not gonna matter, Jason. He's gonna bring up the fact that you gave up Jake. He's gonna make you admit that you were concerned for your own child's safety.
Yeah, but Jake didn't die because of me or my business, Carly.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about this. I can't believe that Jax is hurting so many people. This is not the man I married. When he talks to me, he looks at me and his eyes are so cold. I mean, how the hell does someone change that much?
Jax is wrong, okay? And unfortunately, the court is going to be the one who has to tell him that.
What if the court sides with Jax?
They're not. They're not. You just need to be honest, okay?
Yeah. I don't know what I'd do without you. Promise me something. Don't ever let me get married again. No matter what I say, no matter how much I say I love the guy, that he's the one, never let me do this again.
you?
Oh, you left early this morning.
I know, I
Where'd you
did.
go?
Oh, I went to work. I had to go to the office, but I brought us some bagels and coffee.
Thank you. I guess you're covering for Spinelli now that he's not himself.
Yes, I am. He's on the prowl, and he's never at the office, and I don't know anything about computers, so I'm trying to pick up the slack.
Oh, maybe you need my help.
Thank you, but no, you've got your hands full.
That is true. Carly came by and told me that Jax is going to subpoena me to the custody hearing.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the last thing you need.
Well, I figured he'd do it, so.
I just don't get it. I thought Jax would realize that taking the baby away from Carly would be a really bad idea.
Yeah, that's what Carly thinks.
She's really upset, huh? I mean, after all these years and then this.
Yeah, Carly made me promise never to let her get married again.
Marriage is one of those things that looks a lot easier than it is.
Yeah, but people kind of get into it without really thinking it through.
Exactly. They figure that since they're in love, or they think they are, that it's it, but it's not.
Yeah, but the two people really have to know each other to.
Yes, and have the same values and basic interests in life. I mean, come on, Jason, at least 50% of marriages end up in divorce
Well,
anyway.
I guess that really depends on the couple.
It does. I mean, look at Jax and Carly, for example. I think Jax thought that he could be with Carly and coexist with you and Sonny, and then he thought that he would be able to change her and be the only man
But that's really.
that she needed.
That's not how Carly thinks.
No, but then he realized that, and then his resentment just grew and grew and grew.
Okay. We are not like Carly and Jax.
Yes, I know, Jason. And the last thing I would ever want is for us to resent each other. Some people are just better off not getting married. I mean, take Maxie, for example. I think she is terrified of the idea of marriage, and she thinks she's going to lose her freedom.
Okay, well, that's Maxie. Mm-hmm. I mean, is that what you want? Do you want your freedom?
No, Jason. I don't need a piece of paper. I don't need a priest or a judge to say, yes, you're in love with this guy. I don't need that. And besides, you don't have a good track record with marriage anyway.
The whole Brenda thing, that was just legality.
What about the whole Courtney thing?
Well, I don't think we really understood what was going on, and she thought I would change into somebody I wasn't.
Well, I accept you. And I like our life just the way it is. Siobhan, I just want you to know that I'm okay with the way things are, and I don't need a piece of paper to prove to me that you love me.
Okay, that's how you feel.
Wait, isn't that how you feel?
Yeah, I love you,
And I love you.
and there's nobody else.
Good to know.
And I
Same
can't
here.
imagine there ever would be.
Okay. Well, then let's just leave it at that. I don't want to pressure you into doing something you don't want to
No,
do.
you wouldn't.
Or make you
It's not.
feel that you have to change for me.
No, I thought we agreed that we're going to accept each other the way we are.
Absolutely. Absolutely. People don't need words to express how they feel or some big, grand gesture.
I just want you to be happy.
I am happy. Why would you think I'm not?
No, I'm just saying if you feel like something is missing.
I don't. But if you do,
How do you feel about marriage? I'm sorry. Just, I forget I said anything. I already know kind of how you feel
no,
about
no,
the
no,
whole.
no. Listen, it's not gonna hurt to answer a simple question. How do I feel about marriage? I'm afraid. Jason, I'm ashamed of my past. There were so many marriages that meant nothing, and let's call it what it was. They were all cons.
Yeah, I know, but
And I look back on that time, and I remember the person that I was and all the lies
Yeah, but
that I
you're not
told.
the same
Jason, there
person.
was no big white wedding. There was no wedding dress. There was no cakes. There was no honeymoons. So let's just... I don't want to have to dwell on that.
So
Okay.
you got a bad association.
Yeah, I did. What about you, huh? Marriage isn't a good or a bad thing?
It was mostly bad.
Okay. So why would we want to take what we have in the life that we built together and risk that?
Look, I understand why you don't want to get married or why you even really would want to marry me. Because I have a bad history and with what I do for a living. I get it.
I have no problem with who you are and what you do. You know that.
Okay, I just don't want to push you into something that you don't want. But sometimes you hold back when you don't need to.
Jason, what are you getting at? I am not holding back. I don't want to pressure you or make you feel obligated or guilty.
I don't feel guilty
or
or obligated. I don't want your past or what I did in my past to keep us from something we might want. If we want it.
No, going to the hospital to get your stitches checked is not a trip for biscuits, whatever that means. Spinelli, will you please just promise me you're gonna stay away from Anthony Zaccara? Stop calling me Sugar Lips!
Was that Spinelli?
No, it was Jackal P.I. What if I never see Spinelli again? I did this to him.
Not as bad as what you did to me.
What'd I do to you?
Tell me in excruciating detail how you made Jason think that I wanted to marry him.
Oh, that.
Oh, that. Do you have any idea how uncomfortable it made both of us?
Probably because it needed to be discussed.
Or what are you talking about? Who are you to be pushing the idea of marriage anyway? You are basically allergic to it.
Well, I never said marriage was right for everybody.
Yeah, no kidding. And marriage is not right for me or Jason either. And you shouldn't have brought it up.
Why?
Why? Because Jason may be somebody who you think doesn't have feelings, but he is this very kind and generous person. And now you put the idea of marriage in his head, and he won't shut up about it.
So you guys are actually gonna get married?
Oh.
Finally.
Look,
Hey,
How's
right.
how's Alec?
he doesn't even know what's going on. So let's... Come on, come on. Just be a few minutes. Find anything?
I checked the car and the area around it. The shooter deliberately fired below the windows.
Was the shooter close?
Brendan Alec must have walked right in front of us.
So he could have taken a shot and he didn't. He waited for them to go inside, then he took a shot.
It was meant to scare Brenda.
So you know what we're talking about, right? Somebody's sending a message, and we know who that is, so we're gonna have to send a message back.
I can help get you the best wedding dress.
Will you stop? I am not gonna need a wedding dress because I am not getting married.
Please don't tell me you said no.
I didn't have to say no. Jason left before he actually said anything. He
Leave
had
it to
go work
Jason to
for something.
propose and run.
Well, it wasn't a proposal exactly.
What was it exactly?
Well, we just talked about how we feel and what we want.
Okay, so Jason's like gonna build up to asking you to marry him.
Maxie, I was really glad that he actually left because it gave me time to actually clear my head.
No, love is not about clear heads.
No, but marriage is, and Jason might think that he wants to get married right now, but he's not the marrying kind.
Are you denying you love him?
No, of course I love him.
And you think you could wake up next to him every morning for the rest of your life?
Are you kidding me? I love waking up next to him. Yes, I love it. I love seeing him laying there in the morning and the sheets half off and half on. You can tell he was doing
Okay, where does the baby fit
push-ups.
into all this?
What baby?
Well, like, are you gonna try to get pregnant before you tell Jason
you
you wanna
are
get married?
completely out of your mind. That's
So,
absurd.
you and Jason are committed to each other on all levels, baby or no baby.
Maxie, will you stop it?
Will you guys just put us all out of our misery and get married already?
Jason? I have a feeling that Jax is going to come out a winner in this custody hearing.
What's this feeling based on?
Sonny, he freaked out and he threatened Jax right in front of the mediator.
How bad?
It was bad. Jax jumped all over it. He made me mad, which made Sonny mad, which is going to make it really difficult to convince a judge that Sonny's not dangerous.
Sonny is dangerous. He's out of control right now. Oh, good. It was meant to scare Brenda, nothing more.
Brenda didn't know that. Are you sure they're okay?
Yeah, Brenda threw herself over Alec, and no bullets made it inside the car.
That could have been Jocelyn and me. Easily. Is Jax right? Is Jocelyn in danger because of me?
Carly, the fact is there is danger. But the pain it would cost Jocelyn to lose her mother, that can't be measured.
I know what you're about to do. Don't do anything till after the custody hearing.
Shooter could